There's one book gone. Just tear it and throw it away. But you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself. There are in the world today 1,000 million Muslims. Just from the point of view of knowing how their minds are working, just from that point alone, you want to know what does his book say about what and what and what. The guy, the Muslim fellow who comes, you make an appointment, and the guy turns up late. Now, we are all, I don't know, most especially we black people, Indians, Africans, Coloreds, we are all, Muslim or non-Muslim, we are all not punctual. Generally, we are a very unpunctual people. We don't value time. But now, if the Muslim fellow lets you down, you see, you have something to beat him with. And he can't fight back. You ask him, he says, you Muslim? He says, yes, I'm Muslim. He's very proud to say he's a Muslim, yes. And you're late? He said, well, I said, wait. You are going through a special training of punctuality. Once a year for 30 days, you are so punctual to the second, to the minute. In your fasting month, you fast? He said, yes. You fast? He said, yes. When you break your fast, when do you break your fast? Certain fixed time, right? He said, right. And you wait with the watch on your hands. Or in the mosque you wait for the muazzin to give the azans. Allah, immediately you break your fast. Right? Or in the old days, I used to live here as a young boy in Prince Edward Street, and we wait. You see, when the azan, the time for the breaking of the fast or the time for the evening prayer comes, they switch on the light of the minaret. And the children are waiting in all the street corners. They watch for the light. And they start shouting all over. We used to hear those days. It says, Batti Silgi, Roja Chodo. It says, the light is on, break the fast. Light is on, break the fast. And everybody starts. Straight away. No wasting of a second. Right? For 30 days you did it. To the second. And you can't meet an appointment. You are the fittest guys in the world for appointments, for punctuality. That's what you are trained for. And you give it to him. You find a guy eating pork chops. Say, hey, you Muslim? I say, yeah. He says, I thought your book says you can't eat the pig. He said, no, this is ham. I said, look, now what do you talk about? That's a pig, man, piece of pig. Call it ham, call it bacon, call it Vienna sausages. It's pig. Tell him so. So, can you see now, if you just know, it puts you on a better wicket. And I want to put each and every one of you on a better wicket to put the guy right. My Muslim brothers and my children. Put them right. And you will get pleasure in it. Because, no, by God, because you are not creating offense. You say, look, this is your teaching, Mr. Deedat. This is your teaching. So, this is what I'm offering to you. This book, it's a book of ornamental for you from the knowledge point of view, the psychology of man, about religion in general. You want to know about karma. Have you heard the word karma? Yes. There's a Hindu term, karma, the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect. That every action has a reaction. Beautiful. We believe in that. Everything you do, it has its repercussions. Karma. You want to know about karma? Open K in this book, and you say about karma. You know about lingam. I don't know whether you know. Look under L, you'll find lingam there. In this book, believe me, in this Quran, what do you want to know? So you owe it to yourself that you take this little trouble of carrying this card and going along and redeeming it for this book. Absolutely free of charge. Now, my dear children, Mr. Chairman and the lady here, I leave myself open to questions, any questions. You can ask any questions. Even criticism will be welcome. I assure you, my children. This old man can take it. I am yours. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Deedat, for that rather enjoyable and enlightening talk. Please feel free to ask Mr. Deedat any questions whatsoever.
Yes, my child. If you come a little closer, please don't be shy. Please don't be shy, so that the camera can also catch your question. if you don't mind. No harm done.
Okay, why are Jews and Muslims enemies?
Are the Muslims and the Jews, are they not enemies? Why are they enemies? Yes, thank you for your question. No, we as Muslims and Jews, or Muslims and Christians, or Muslims and Hindus, we are not enemies to one another. But we are at war. The Jews and the Muslims are at war. What are they fighting about? They are fighting for a piece of land called Palestine. My brothers, the Arabs, they say Palestine belongs to them. My cousins, the Jews, they say Palestine belongs to them. It's a battle for the land. You have between brothers and brothers. Brother, they're all, among us especially. Father dies, and you find that this estate can't be settled. They must go to court. They must go to court. The dividing the shares, the inheritance. There's a war after war. Every Indian, I'm talking about the Muslims. You see, I don't know about the Hindus so much. But I know my own people. You have to go to court. You have to go to court. So this is brother and brother. We are brothers and cousins now. And both are claiming the same piece of land. What are the rights and wrongs of it? Now that is something that we can discuss. We can talk. For example, I'm talking to the Jews. I said, come and talk to me. I'm talking to the Jews. I've spoken to them at the University of Cape Town. I've spoken to them here at the Natal University. I have had so many discussions with them. I have written a book, Arabs and Israel, Conflict or Conciliation, and I sent it to every influential Jew in the country, in South Africa. The reaction was, they want to kill me, they want to bomb me. I said, come, talk to him. I got it all recorded, when they phone up and they use abusive language and what they're going to do to me and all that. I said, come and talk. Because my book says, call them. Call people to a dialogue. Come, let us talk. See if we can see reason. So it is not Muslim want to kill Jews or Jews wanting to kill Muslims. Because we have lived together, Muslim and the Jews, for over 1,000 years, no problem. You see, in Spain, the Muslims ruled Spain for 800 years. And the Jews were the second highest in the hierarchy, doing work among the Muslims. The greatest achievement of the Jews was by the Jews in Spain under Muslim rule. And for 1,000 years, when the Christians were persecuting the Jews, and when they ran for shelter, protection, refuge, they went to Muslim lands. And every Muslim country accepted them with open arms. It's ahlan wa sahlan. It's a family and plain, come and live among us. We are the children of the same father, Abraham. Abraham had 2 sons, Ishmael and Isaac. You are the children of Isaac. We are the children of Ishmael. As such, we are brothers. Come live together. And they lived for 1,000 years, not a single right against the Jews, not a single, nothing. The only time the problem started was with Palestine. When the Jews, they went to seek shelter there, and they went, and they filled up, and then they said, now we will take over. For the first time, the Muslim wakes up to the reality. He says, now everything, this guy is going to take it over. Inch by inch, the guy's got in. Now, he's got the backing of the Western nations, and he's technologically more advanced than the poor Palestinians. Illiterate, ignorant people, and he says, now these are easy meat for them. So now they wake up, he says, no, man, this is not right. So this conflict from 1918 onwards, prior to that, no problems between the Muslims and the Jews. Any other question? Yes, my son.
What's your opinion on satanic person?
Well, as the word says, satanic. The guy is satanic. The guy who wrote the satanic verses is satanic. You see, the trouble is that bulk of the people, nobody has really read the book. In the Royal Albert Hall, I went and spoke about that book of Rushdie. 6,000 people. And I made the chairman to read the introduction. There's a poetic introduction, a quotation by Daniel Defoe, some literary man, his quotation about the devil. So I made the chairman to read it from the satanic verses. And the chairman read it and is asking 6,000 people, anybody at any time has read this? Or you have seen it anywhere? Have you read anywhere? Out of 6,000 people, one guy put up his hand. Where? In the satanic verses. Then I'm asking the people, the audience. I said, you see, Rushdie has something special to tell about you, you Londoners. I said, you know, on the very first page, he calls you all bastards. You Londoners are all bastards. Do you know that? No. I said, Londoners, I said, you, whether you are an English Londoner, or a Pakistani Londoner, or a Sikh Londoner, or a Hindu Londoner, you are a Londoner, you are a bastard. Shocked. Shocked. I said, look, what have you been reading? You say this book is very good. I said, come on, talk to me. Then, of course, it was more than an hour's talk. I'm giving what he says about Rama, what he says about Sita. Did you read it? He says, no. I said, you will want to kill him, you. What he says about you white people? The whole white race. It says white women, no mine, fat, Jewish or non-differential. White women, I can't say. There are other words. What they are good for. I can't. But I said, now you talk to me. You want to know? I said, you white man, you know what he says about your mother, your wife, your sister, your daughter, you Jew, you know what he says about your mother, your wife, your sister. I want to know what are your reactions. When this is what he says about Rama and Sita, this is what he says about all of your whole white race, and on and on and on. The filthiest, dirtiest book in my life I ever came across was the satanic verses, really satanic. Keep away from it. From the price point of view, at one time it was costing 15 pounds. That's 75 rands. You want to waste 75 rands on that? It's about 540 pages. 75 rands. Here I'm giving you, my son, 2,000 pages free of charge. Yes.
Just a while ago, you told me that Allah is very merciful and ever merciful. Now,